YouTube, Player Prop Savant back here with another day of our YouTube free plays. NBA is just not treating me well right now. Drew Holiday, for a recap from yesterday, was not able to hit for us. I don't think any Milwaukee overs really hit at all. Another blowout. As disappointed I am in my pick for that, I'm more just disappointed in Milwaukee. As a Bucks fan, this is extremely hard to watch. Giannis is getting destroyed by Durant. Kyrie's cooking Drew and Middleton. Middleton just looks like crap. It's hard to handle right now. NBA has not been treating me well at all, as you can tell. So we're going to go back to MLB today for two picks. My only two picks I have locked in at the moment. Yeah, had to go to the gym this morning, just kind of get all this crap out of my system. It's just been awful. NBA has just been terrible. And Booker ended up with like 8 assists, ended up still with 20-something. We missed that by a little bit. Ended up having Paul assists too. I can't believe both of them went way over. Booker's is way over, but yeah, just a rough day overall. For the giveaway yesterday, I picked two winners because we lost both. And it's Johnston 757 and Jared B are the two winners with a 438 total. 211 in that Nets game was ridiculous. I kind of killed a lot of people's numbers. It killed my numbers for sure. I think I was only like 7 off, but I had 445, I think, something like that. But new day, new slate, MLB day. Yesterday only had 3 games. Today we have 14 MLB games. Tons of great pitchers, tons of great action. I got a 1 over and 1 under. Again, I'm going to an under, which I usually don't do. But here we go. Let's start it out with our first play of the day being Carlos Rodon over 7.5 strikeouts at -118 on FanDuel again. Carlos Rodon has just been absolute stud this year. He's hit this number in 6 of 8. Blue Jays are a tough matchup. Without Biggio in the lineup, they're running out possibly 7 right-handed bats. But I've said this on a lot of my MLB ones. It is very, very tough to really play these numbers when you're having a guy pitching like Rodon is. Like Rodon got lit up for his standards last game, giving up 3 bombs, and still got 8 strikeouts against the Indians. So that's just to put it in perspective. He can still be getting hit and still get the strikeouts. They do have a lot of right-handed bats, but Rodon versus righties in 44 innings out of his 50, I think he has 58. So that means they're using a lot of righties all year against Rodon. And Rodon has obviously shown that he's able to still get outs. 44 innings pitched, 64 strikeouts against righties. The Blue Jays do strike out at the 4th fewest rate. But I have found this is a little nugget I found. I can't even believe it was on Fangraphs here. But the Blue Jays, for hitting that high, only walk at the 9th fewest rate. So 21st in the league in walks per nine. And that's huge because Rodon struggles. When he struggles, it is with the walks and with command. So if we're not getting a ton of walks against him, I really like this spot. Really like for him to keep that pitch count down. He's been hitting 6 innings in a lot of these starts. I think 6 of 7. The Blue Jays have only faced lefties, have faced 5 lefties in the last month. All the other ones have been righties. They went through a series with the Houston Astros with all righties. That was their last 4 games. But since in the past month, they faced Jordan Montgomery, who's okay but struggles with command. Yarborough, McClanahan for the Rays, Rodriguez, Eduardo, I couldn't think of his first name, Eduardo, and Max Fried. Those were the 5 lefties they faced in the past month. And now you're going to go against Rodon when he's in Chicago. Wind blowing in is what I'm seeing in the forecast. Beautiful for us. And with that, they have 4 guys, Simeon Bichette with 30% strikeout rates, Gurriel with 28, and Danny Jansen with 27. Those are high strikeout rates for lefties that, in the past month haven't been very good that they've been facing. Yes, there's bullpen arms, but it's like I said when we were talking about Glasnow. Great pitching is going to beat good hitting. It really is. As bad as it sounds and how much the MLB really wants to flip it around, when you're seeing a guy throwing upper 90s, a hard slider that's barely getting hit, Even with it all being righties, like I said, he's at 44 full innings against righties this year, and I believe, don't quote me on this, was 56 or 59 total innings. So every team is trying to roll out righties, and Rodon is taking care of business. So 7.5 strikeouts with his total this year being around 35% strikeout rate. I will take that all day, especially at home. In a pretty nice matchup here against the Blue Jays. Obviously not a great strikeout matchup, but overall, with how he's been pitching, hitting this of 6 of 8, I do like this matchup for Rodon at home. So that's the first one. Over 7.5 strikeouts at -118 on FanDuel. Second, we're going with another under. It's going to be a sweat. I know it is. And this guy, numbers have been there for him, but I'm going to be fading him today. We're going with Martin Perez under 3.5 strikeouts against the Houston Astros, -115 on FanDuel again. Yes, I am taking it under. Yes, it's going to be sweaty. And yes, Martin Perez destroyed the Astros last time for 7 2/3. He went 7 2/3 innings. I was watching that complete game. That was last Thursday when I was at that book. I was sat there and watched the entire game. He was getting hit hard. It was not all just, oh, he was dealing, all this was that, all that. He still only had 4 strikeouts in 7 2/3, and there was a lot of line drives. Yes, there was a lot of ground balls, but now you're going to Boston. He is a much better pitcher on the road, as the stats will tell when I get there. He's much better on the road. Now he's going to Boston. Going to be 82 degrees is what I'm seeing, and wind blowing out. Could be rainy as well. Just a lot of things that really help that ballpark. I would rather hit in Fenway for sure. Ton of righties in this lineup. When I was looking at their matchup before, so this is even after Perez went 7 2/3 with 4 strikeouts. Altuve's batting .310 with a 16% strikeout rate. Correa's batting .250 with only a 15% strikeout rate. And these are all matchup numbers against Martin Perez. Gurriel's batting .500 with no strikeouts. And the biggest strikeout guy on their team is Martin Maldonado. And he is batting .571 with 14% strikeout rate against Martin Perez. Tons of great numbers on pitcher versus batter spots there. Like I said, it took 8 innings almost to get 4 strikeouts only on these guys. Little over a week ago. Numbers on road versus home. With his road numbers, which is where he threw well against the Astros, he has a .222 batting average against. And at home, it's .268 with a 1.45 whip at home. So something's up. Reason why, I don't know why he's doing worse. But he's gotten, when you go into these numbers, like I said, this is more of a fade on Perez. Because all of these numbers are going to point to you to hit the over because he's hit it in the last 4 times, or last 3 times at home. He's gotten at least 4 strikeouts. But you dig in even a little more. You're seeing the Marlins, who are bottom 5 in strikeout rate. He got it against the Angels, who I think are halfway. They're about 14th on the street there. And that was with no Trout. So, I mean, with Trout in the lineup is it's a completely different animal. And then against Detroit. Obviously, everybody knows Detroit's second in the league in strikeouts. It's just, when you're going against this Astros team, yes, I faded them against Stripling, or I tried to go on them for an under with Stripling. Against a righty-heavy lineup here, Perez, I do not see getting to that 8-inning mark that he did last time. And even if he got that strikeout in the 7th inning, so he was hitting that under for us for 7 innings here. So, yes, it's going to be sweaty. If you don't like the sweat, don't take this pick because it's going to be sweaty. We're going to get back on track. Like I said, NBA has been off for us. We're going back to our bread and butter here in MLB. Getting 2 picks out for you guys. Again, let me check who we have for our winners here. Johnson757 and Jared B. If you guys just want to DM me on Twitter or Instagram, I'll get you guys that free week. We're going to turn this baby around. We're going to start getting these wins. Hopefully we'll get a sweep on the diamond tonight. Our luck's got to turn around. Too many hooks, too many foul troubles for us not to get this turned around. Like I said, it's a long game. We're in it for a week. Yeah, we might have a bad week, but we're not going to have a bad year. We're going to keep it rolling. Both picks, again, is Carlos Rodon over 7.5 strikeouts tonight against Toronto, -118, and Martin Perez under 3.5 Ks, -115 on FanDuel. Let's get it, guys. Appreciate your support. We're going to get out of this, and we're going to kill this MLB slate tonight. All right, drop a like. See you guys soon. See you tomorrow. Let's cash this ticket.